what's going on? I was, I made my tier list for my video, and then I was going to get something to eat. Then I saw this in the Facebook Marvel Rivals group, and then I saw, wait, let me make sure, let me see, because, you got to check. This is actually on Marvel Rivals Facebook group. Anyway, let's go back to it. Okay, so I don't know MP First website. I never heard of them before. I don't know how authentic this is, but I have to talk about it. NetEase given green light by Marvel to create original characters for Marvel Rivals. Dev says stay tuned. Okay, I'm indifferent with this. I'm like, yay! Then I'm like, what? So it's like difference. But here's the thing. Let's read it. It says, while there is no shortage of characters to draw from Marvel decades-long history, like I said, there's 80,000 Marvel characters. Could we see an original character design at some point in Marvel Rivals' future? That seemed like a real possibility, given NetEase's recent statement to us about it at a recent Marvel Rivals Ignite tournament held in Guangzhou, China. We asked Director Gong Gong that question, and his answer was quite interesting, to say the least. The website says, one thing about Marvel Project lately is the introduction of original characters, be that in movies or shows. Is that something that you even allow to do down the road, just having a completely original character for the game that may be introduced to the full Marvel universe later? Gong Gong answered, yes, we are allowed to introduce original characters in Marvel Rivals. Okay, with that being said, I was kind of indifferent, but when I think about it, it's like, I come from the fighting game community. In the fighting games, we got our characters we love and grew to love for decades upon decades, and then every once in a while they add a new character, and then we fall in love with that new character. But this is kind of different because once it's a hero shooter, and two is based off of comic book characters, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us have comic book characters that we want to see in Marvel Rivals. But then I was like, what, they could do a new original. But here's the thing. In the shelf life of the game, they said they had a 10-year shelf life for this game. I say in 10 years, just introduce 4 to 5 new characters. That's it. And throughout the whole shelf life, don't introduce no new characters and upon new characters upon new characters. You at least have to have 3 new characters per class. There's Vanguard, Strategist, and Duelist. That's it. 3 to 5. That's it. You cannot 3 to 4. You know what I'm saying? 3 to 4. 3 to 4 characters. One per class, and then an additional one throughout the shelf life. So I'm saying that's it. We'll tolerate that, okay? And the characters got to be nice, and the characters got to make sense, and then it got to have a story. And then on top of that, Marvel, you got to come out with a comic book. You have to come out with a Marvel Rivals comic book. If you're gonna do this, you have to come out with a Marvel Rivals comic book now. It's just you do. I don't know if they do have one, but if you're gonna introduce a new character, you got to at least put them in the comic books and put them in the 616 or the Ultimate Universe. It doesn't matter. Bring them out. Him or her or it, whatever. Bring it out. But that's the thing. If you're gonna go that route, the new character, you have step one, don't make too many. Step 2, it's got to be interesting, got to be unique, got to have flair, got to have and step 3, don't make too many characters. Okay, new characters, because we still waiting on War Machine, we still waiting on Nightcrawler, we're still waiting on Daredevil, we're still waiting on, there's so many characters we're still waiting on. So don't go too crazy or overboard with the new characters. Well, that's it. That's all I got to say about that. Go get something to eat now. I'm hungry.